that's coming up. This gentleman here, I got a chance to meet while I was there in Ghana. You see, I was so blessed and so fortunate to be introduced to Emery in an amazing way through our Vice President, Ms. Queen Komoda, who is here with us today. And we also want to recognize Mr. Yap Yen. He is here as well. And so many members of our corporate staff. We always have to be so happy and so grateful for them for everything that they do, laying the foundation for us. And so amazingly, ladies and gentlemen, I got a chance to be in Ghana and to meet our very, very first speaker. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to now tell each and every person that's here. I believe we have 138 participants that are here. I just want to say thank you. And all of our amazing leaders also want to say thank you. Why do we want to say thank you? Because you took the time to invest in yourself. You took the time to invest in your business. You took the time to invest in your future. And so I want to encourage you to have a notepad and a pen and be ready to take notes. Be ready to take these amazing nuggets that will be coming from our leaders. We have Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah, our one-star director in Ghana. We have Mrs. Patience Mad Lion, the lioness of the savannah, very dynamic and powerful lady. She's going to be here as well. One-star director here at Emory. A great friend, Prince Eric Cujo, he's here as well. Mrs. Joy Olabisi, she is here. J Mama, we affectionately call her. And I'll be standing in for our great Dr. John Mukuru. But we all want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for paying attention to what it takes to become an absolute champion here at our amazing company, Emory. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah. This gentleman has 15 years banking experience. He left the banking as a general manager of banking operations and IT. He came into this amazing industry for 7 years ago, which was such a surprise to so many with all of his academic qualifications. But you see, in 2018, Mr. Mensah partnered with Emory. And here he is as an ambassador for our amazing company, and he has been building a tremendous and great team. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah to our International Business Forum. Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Lewis. And I'm so excited to be on this training this afternoon or morning, depending on wherever the person is. But I'm so excited, and all Emerians, I'm so privileged to be with you. And let's celebrate Mr. Brian. Let's welcome everybody. Let's welcome Mr. Yap Yen. And again, I'm so privileged to say a very big thank you to corporate for organizing such training to boost our energy and at the same time give us that privilege to go. So I'm so excited, and I'm really happy seeing everybody here. And this is the way to go. And this is also the best way to kickstart our Valentine, a new year, month of love, sharing and caring. So that's a very amazing grace. And I'm so excited to be here. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Lewis. Okay. If you are excited and you are good to be here, then this is the time for us to roll. So if you are excited to be here, this is Emory International. You are so privileged to be part of this big opportunity. And I'm also so privileged to be part of this opportunity. And we have a responsibility to make sure that we are serving the world and the society. But one thing we need to understand and appreciate is that coming to this industry, we need to understand our industry foundation. Understanding the foundation is very key. And even in the good books, we always say that the builders build in vain if the foundation is very weak. So we need to understand the industry, and then you must even know the foundations that you are going to build on. Now, how do we go about it? Most often, people just come into the industry and they think that it just come and do it the way anyhow and move on. But let me just make you understand. from my own story and how I started the opportunity, I just took the opportunity to learn, and I decided to learn and learn well. Because from banking industry, shifting to network marketing, I wanted to know what I'm going to do. First, it was for survival. But after going through, I also noticed that it's not just for survival, but it is also for me to succeed and move beyond the dreams. So one, you must understand the industry so that you'll be able to survive, and then you'll be able to also achieve your goals. And you must also come, when you come into the industry, because you understand the foundation, you will be able to understand your competitors. You know how to run the business, and again, take the leverage, or you leverage on what you have and share with others as well. This is what you need to appreciate, because Emery is there, but Emery belongs to an industry, and you must know what is going into the industry, what is going on, and you must also appreciate it. Because I remember when we started about some years ago, you were not even having access to social media and all those things. But currently social media is there, and things are changing faster and faster and faster. Again, you must also even understand the distribution patterns of the industry and know how best you can also succeed and move on very well. And this is the great thing that you need to appreciate in your industry. Apart from that, there's always competition. In the industry, it's competition, and it cuts across all industry. But you must understand that you have a goal to achieve, and you are here for a purpose, and therefore you need to know why you are in this industry. And I always thank God for the gentleman and my wife who introduced me to this opportunity. And I thank God I took the opportunity to learn, and day in and day out, we are learning from the great leaders and the successful ones. And at the same time, nobody in this industry has failed. It's either you quit or you decided that you want to do another thing. But in Emery or in the network marketing industry, everybody succeeds as long as you keep focusing on your focus. I coach J Mama here, and that is something that you need to know. The next thing that you need to also appreciate is that you must know your why in the industry. You must know your why. And if I should ask everybody to type, why are you in Emery? You can see a lot of answers. I want to see you responding. Why are you in Emery? What is your why in Emery? I want everybody to give me that feedback. What is your why in Emery? And it will surprise you that a lot of people will give you different answers. But let me tell you the truth. Your why must really, really be your beliefs and your emotions. Because if you are here because you think that you want to make money, you want to just be the first person to succeed, you want to be buying the cars, or you are focusing on the rank, to grab the diamond, the sapphire, or whatever, it is good. But the good thing is that, will people buy you when you are talking about what? The sapphire? Yes, financial independence is also good. But the truth is, are you going to tell somebody that Emery is giving you the financial independence to be financially free and to own your life? That is interesting. But the matters here, I want you to pay attention, and I'm just going to summarize how you need to appreciate and understand your why in their business. If you're a mother on this call, every mother's focus is to make sure that whatever she's doing is to make sure that her children succeed. That is the main thing for every mother. They want to have more time for their children, and at the same time, they want to make sure that everything about their life and their children are succeeding. So when they are going to work, their focus is, okay, my children, my children, my children. Why? They believe and they have some faith in their children that they are ready to do what they want to do. So their why is not just the money, but their why is to make sure that their children succeed and become better people in the world. So that is why their emotion is coming in, their belief, and they are trusting. But the money, for them, they are going to work because they need to earn money, and the money will help or assist them in achieving their why. So if you are in the business, you must understand that your why is very, very, very important. Some are just looking at their what. Yes, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to get that. But yes, the emotions that you have, the attachment that you have will let you understand. So you must always know your why in the business and why you are doing this business. Yes, somebody's telling me, yes, I need to have the car. Yes, you can have the car, but is that your why? Because there are a lot of people who are outside, they are not interested in the cars. But they have certain basic needs, emotional needs that you need to achieve or you need to touch and get it. So if you are selling, people will always buy why you are doing the business. Why you are doing the business. Let me tell you, I was in banking and I always tell people this. I was in banking and I was doing good as a general manager. I was part of ESCO, but I realized that I was not having enough time for my children, though I was getting more money. But when I saw the network marketing opportunity, I decided to give it a try and concentrate on it, doing my best. I realized that I'm making more than what I was even making in the banking industry. But now, do you know one thing? I have the joy and the thrill of picking my children from school. I have the joy of going home with my children and going to assist them to do their assignments or the homework, as we call it. And somebody who is sitting there will just buy that idea that, oh, wow. So now the industry is helping him to what? Help prepare his children, work with his children. And that is something that everybody wants to have. So you must always look at the emotional needs of individuals and see how best you can help them. Because people will always buy why you are doing the business, not what you are doing. And that is something I want you to appreciate and work around it. Because your why is very, very, very important, and you must be ready to know why you are doing the business. You must be very committed and ready to know why you are doing the business. And if your why is very, very good, you will always succeed. Because maybe if your why is, okay, I want to do this, it's not because you want to break the board now, but you need to break the board. And there's one thing I learned last time, or the last IBF, when we asked Reverend Sepe about his why, I was so 100% of what he said, and I just bought into it. He said he decided to do the business just to make sure that he gets his wife back from the US to Ghana. Mary will not bring the wife from the US to Ghana. I hope you understand. But the emotion of having the wife outside the country and bringing her back home means that Mary must help him to do certain things so that he will be able to achieve that why. And that is what, getting the money, making sure that the resources are coming so that even if Madame is in Ghana, she will be able to what, stay without complaining. And they'll be able to what, live a good lifestyle. So when the why is very, very compelling, you are also able to move. And that is where, even when everybody is leaving you, you always find that focus and the commitment to run and move towards that goal. That is it. So focus and make sure that your why is so deep, your why is so committed. And even when everybody is leaving, or when you see people bringing in other opportunities, because you know your why, you always stay focused, because you believe in the business, you have a cause, and that is your purpose of doing this business. And it is so intrinsic that you are ready to do anything legitimate to make sure that you succeed in this business. And that is what I want you to focus on. So make sure that your why is very deep, and you are very committed to it. It is a very big cause that you are running with it, and you are ready to achieve that why. Again, in this business, you must also decide on a goal. You must decide on a goal. Yes, people have different goals. People have different goals, and deciding on a goal is very, 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 very important. Deciding on a goal is very, very, very important, but you need to achieve it and achieve it properly. Achieve the goal properly, and I want to say it again here. Achieve the goal properly, and make sure that you will be able to teach others how you did it. Yes, you must be able to achieve the goal, but you must be able to tell others, this is how I did it. It's not how did you get there, it's God is blessing me, God is blessing. No, 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 no. Decide on the goal. And the goals must always keep changing towards your why. Maybe you want to be an executive in the next 4 days. Yes, that is your goal. But your why is to make sure that maybe you are generating a certain amount of money to feed your children. But the daily goal is that, okay, I need to produce maybe 4 agencies or 5 agencies every day. And when I'm getting these 5 agencies, what is happening? It is pushing me to my why to break the other boss and move me forward. That is one. And you must also be willing to what? Run your goal and run it very well. Most people don't have goals. They just get up. Hey, Charlie, I've not done my email business today. Let me call. let me do this, let me do that, let me do that, let me do that. No, you must focus on a very good goal. But I'm going to tell you something today. We always say that the team or the board is synergistic and it's very competitive. As much as you are trying to achieve your goal, everybody has a different why, and therefore your goals will also be different. But I just want you to understand that you must make sure that your goal or achieving your goal will not interfere with other person's way. So when you come to the goal, other people will have different types of goals. And let me show you, give you an example here. Yesterday, I was going home and I saw in Lagos, they call it hold up. In Ghana, we call it traffic. The cars were not moving and everybody was worried. And one man just came to me and said, Fred, I just didn't know him, but he just drove to me and said, Fred, follow me. And I said, Then he showed me his ID card, and he was a senior police commander who was just waiting for a motorcade to come and take him off. And initially I was scared, but what? When I joined it, the siren just blew, and whether hold up or no hold up, we were able to pass through. That is not a good example, but I just want you to see. He was able to achieve his goal, right? But his goal affected other people from moving. And that's not a good thing, though I benefited, right? But it can be, you could have just arranged for the police to arrange or move the vehicles or the traffic by making sure that that lane is moving so that everybody benefits, for him to also be what? Benefit as well. So you realize that your goal sometimes may interfere with other people's goal. So for whatever you want, make sure that it does not deny other people from also achieving their goals. So if you are in the business, make sure that you are focusing on your goal, but be sure that it is not going to affect other people's goals. That is something I want you to understand. You just need not to just affect people's emotions and just think that it is you. No, but make sure that you are carrying people along. Even when they are not ready, you must go. But go without hurting anybody, without interfering anybody, and run as well. Because you must bring that healthy and happiness to our people. So even as you have become successful or you have achieved your goal, others must be able to celebrate you without any problem. And that is what I'm talking about. Decide on a goal. And the goal must always be changing. It shouldn't be an event. It shouldn't be an event. It should be a process. Every day your goal must change. Every day the goal must change. And interesting enough, the more you keep doing this business, the more you get the skills, the closing skills, and at the same time, your story keeps on changing and your pitching also changes. So decide on a goal and let the goal be a very big goal for you to achieve what you need, and make sure that you are also moving towards what you are focusing on, because your why is big and you need certain goals to drive you there. Again, you must also be ready to understand and attend corporate events. Attend corporate events or company events and leaders training. Some of us think that we have read books and we are okay. Let me tell you one thing. You always get the energy, and those of us who are in Ghana, because Ghana is too small, Nigeria, they are not privileged to have it, but those of us in Ghana, especially even Accra alone, you can easily just pass through the office. And those who pass through the office at least 1 or twice a week, just some 30 minutes or 20 minutes, they have noticed something. They said anytime they pass through the office, they get a different energy. And if you also check in, anytime you connect to any company meeting, you get a different energy. So no matter how challenged and no matter how busy you are, make sure that you attend company events and leaders training. And in Mary, when you talk about leadership, leadership starts from executive. So anybody from executive and above is a leader. So when you see an executive doing any training or running any training, you must be there. And the more you attend these trainings, you get value and you get new things to add to your business. And you also appreciate what is going on in the industry. And at the same time, within your company, because you are not the depository or repository of all information. Every day, somebody will also be adding something, and attend it. But the good thing is that when you attend such meetings with your team members, when you attend this meeting with your team members, you realize that they are always fired. And I will always say that the head, a fish will only get spoiled only when the head gets spoiled. Because immediately the head goes off, the whole fish starts deteriorating. So anytime you are attending a meeting, you make sure that at least some key members or some partners in your organization are also joining that corporate meeting. When it is leadership meeting, attend. Corporate event, attend. Business opportunity meeting. Most of us have been presenting BOP almost every day, but we don't miss BOPs, irrespective of who is presenting it, because the person will say something different than what we've always been saying, and you add value to it. The person will say something different, and you realize that you are always pumped up. Me, I always get motivation when I listen to people doing meetings. And sometimes people are surprised for them to see me on their meetings. Why? Because I'm always fishing. As part of my job, I make sure that every day I attend somebody's meeting and add value. Because during the training, you will definitely add value. And you can only spill out or give out what it is in you and not what you know, you don't know. So the more you learn, you are adding value. And therefore, when you are standing in front of your team, in front of any players or any group, and you are sharing, you are already endowed with the necessary resources. So you always speak the good information and share good information, and therefore people will buy those information. So this is the time I want to encourage you as distributors, partners in the business, one, attend company meetings, and at the same time, leaders training. Even when it is a promo for you to qualify, make sure that you get more of your team members qualifying for the training. I know COVID will soon go off, and we start doing bigger events, physical events as well, and make sure that you are attending. Even if it's a Zoom, ensure that everybody is also attending, because the spirit is very powerful and very sharp. When more people are connecting, we are learning from new people, and we keep on going. The next thing I want you to understand is that every leader in the business is a serious leader, and for the person to move up there, that person has done something great. And you must learn and learn and learn and learn. And we always learn to earn. But you must have an action plan. An action plan. What is an action plan? You know, action plan is a plan that will help you achieve your goals. Okay? But one thing I want you to appreciate is that don't put a plan in without having a plan B. Listen carefully here. That is called the killer plan. You must always make sure that when you are running your plan, you must have a plan B. Listen carefully. You must, I'm repeating, you must always have a plan B in this business. What is it? Some of us, our focus is, oh, my job is just to recruit. No. Recruiting is good, but remember, pushing out the product is awesome. Those of us who have started enjoying repeat purchases, the fourth day of every month, when the money starts coming, and Reverend will start mentioning the figures, people start, wow, when will we get there? You only get there when you start also what? Sharing with your other people and building more consumer base. So as much as you are focusing on your why, your action plan must have different varieties. And that action plan must be an action plan that is ready and it is always changing. You don't write the action plan and put it there and say, this is my action plan. In the military, let me tell you, and that is one thing I learned from the military small training we had when we were in sixth form. When they are on the field, they have one strategy that they always say, what if this happens? What if this happens? And they always make sure that if this happens, this is how we should do it. If this happens, this is the way we are going. But most institutions and most systems always, okay, we have gone for this session and this is the way we are all heading towards. Yes, you are heading towards it, but you must have an action plan which will give you the plan B. And keep reviewing your action plan, because the plans don't fail. Your plan will only fail when you decide not to work towards it or not to push it. But plans don't fail. The only thing that the plan did not work here, just tweak it and you realize that it worked at the other side. So your plan must always be revolving. You must always be changing your plans, and you must be focusing on what you want to do, because your plan will drive you to wherever you want to go. And I always say, make sure that you don't draw the plan, or you don't put in a plan like what we used to do in banking. We go for strategic meetings, and this is the way we want to go for the year. So if you don't do mid-year review, then there's a problem. Why? Because this is the way we plan to go. But I realize that the system has changed, COVID has come in, and all those things. Those ones are not interested. But the most important thing is that you have a way to succeed. You have a way to succeed, and that plan must be a killer plan. And when we talk about killer plan, when it works, that's where you realize that people start saying, wow, you have done it. Wow, she has done it. Wow, he deserves it. Wow, yes, because you have your plan B. Okay, and the planning, as I mentioned, is a process. But again, it must be clear. I know people are always been talking about set goals, using the SMART. I'm not interested in that now. I just want you to know that you must have a clear plan. Yes. So if you want to get to this level, make sure that you have the plan. I have to do this. And apart from that, I must more legs. And the more you are growing, you will understand the business. That is the truth. More legs. Sometimes we are thinking about, oh, get 3, 4, 4, 4. I remember somewhere last year, for some it was mentioned, people should start thinking about 5, 6, 7 legs. Because as you grow up, that is where you see things are changing. And your killer plan will give you serious results. Because when you have 7 legs and they are all growing, it means that you have a lot to do. And that is what will not keep you, that's what will keep you on your toes and will not let you sleep and achieve it. But remember that you must go for whatever you want, and you must make sure that you are doing what is right, reviewing your plans, and don't deny other people. That is my advice. Don't deny other people, even in your plan. When you know that this is it, do it. Like, no, do it, and make sure that it is a killer plan. You are here, and you are here for a why. You have a why, and work towards it and succeed. Thank you very much. I'm so excited.
Wow. God Thank you so much, Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah.
Mr. Brian Lewis, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah. That was such an amazing training. You know, I have my biggest takeaway. I love what you said. You said that make sure that your why meets your emotional needs. That was the biggest nugget for me. For all of our guests and our members that are here, what was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest takeaway from Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah, our one-star director there in Ghana? You know, I have so many stories of this gentleman, but he was sharing his own story here at Emory. Thank you so much, Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah, my great friend in Ghana. Congratulations on your success. And as you continue to establish your why and help others to establish their why as well. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn the page. We turn the page to our wonderful one-star director, superstars. We just have superstars here today for our International Business Forum. And so let me introduce you to who we affectionately call J Mama. Everyone knows J Mama. Every single Emirian definitely knows J Mama. Why? It's because she has her very iconic slogan, focus on your focus. And so J Mama is a business project management consultant and a trainer who doubles as a lifestyle entrepreneur. She's a serial entrepreneur, she describes herself. And in this amazing industry, she is a professional. And she loves building huge teams and was sitting on a team of over 10,000 people at one point in her career. And so she's another leader, just as Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome along with me J Mama, Mrs. Joy Mulavisi. J Mama, over to you.
Hello. Thank you so much, Mr. Brian Louis. It's an honor to be here. I can see you smiling and you are nodding because you can hear me clearly. Mr. Mensah, I call him the fireman. I told you fire was going to come from Ghana, and surely it did. Thank you for giving us the basics. You see, every time I do a training like this, I start with the mindset. For you to succeed in this industry, you must come with the right mindset. And Mr. Fred has done a wonderful job in laying that foundation. So we're going to be building on that. I'm going to take it from the point where he said, have a plan B, have a killer plan. I'm huge on letting people understand that they must make for options. Don't be coerced into something that would affect you in a way that you will not be able to succeed. So the best thing for you is to, hold on 1 minute, please. Sorry about that. I needed to quickly sort out someone. Okay, so you make for options. And the first thing you need to do is to look for a way to make for those options. And that's what I'll be talking about, the way forward. Now you have the mindset. What are the options you have to succeed in your network marketing business? Remember, network marketing is a marketing model that companies adopt to share their products and services with people. Now, when you come in association or partnership with a network marketing company, what you're doing is you are one, helping them create a team of distributors as well as a team of customers. So the first thing you need to do is to be deliberate about that. Know that that is your focus in the business. Get distributors, get customers. So you need to start by building a list you want to work with. Who are the people you want to be working with? First, make a list. Now, I tell people that your success in this business, in this industry, basically rests on your list. And that is why we are encouraged to build an active candidates list, an ever-growing one. So you don't do just 10 names, 20 names, and you are resting. No, you must have that deliberate practice of ensuring that you add people to your list on a daily basis. Now, what can help you to do this? One, have a record where you put the names, the phone numbers, emails, if possible. Even if you don't have all of those details, if you can get the name of the person, that's a good way to start. Then make that record permanent. There are some of us who put these records on our phones, on computers, and all of that. What I've found to be useful is to have a book where you list all the names of these people that would form your list, your candidates or your prospects, as we call them. Now, it is important to also be deliberate about connecting with people. Now, not for the purpose of pitching your opportunity or selling your products to them immediately, no, but for you to connect, to create that rapport. We say every resistance collapses in the presence of rapport. Once you create rapport with someone, you begin to develop the know, like, and trust factor. And once you have done that, you can do anything, you can sell anything to that person. You can build on that to sell value to that person. And remember what our focus is: get distributors, sell products. So we keep actively connecting with people. And sometimes you go out with the aim of connecting with people for the purpose of getting them into your business or just sharing your products with them. Now, there are two different things I'm talking about. One, you deliberately go out to networking events or other events just to connect with people, just to be friends with them, okay? But the second point is you deliberately go out, you set out days, probably go to a hotel, get a bottle of drink, and you just sit there, and you deliberately begin to look at people and connect with them. You begin to look at people and connect with them, get their number. You might not at that point tell them about your business, no, but you connect with them, you have their name and number, and you're fine. Okay, now that you have connected with people, you begin to do this on a daily basis, and then you see that your list begins to increase. Remember, we said make for options. Don't have just 10 names or 20 names, or you have the names of your friends and family alone. Listen, friends and family will join you only when you have the results. And even with the results, I won't join you. There are some of my friends and family members that are not in this business. Even as they're seeing the car, they're seeing everything, they're not in the business. You're not going to force them. They are not there at the moment to join your business. They are not seeing what you're seeing. So create for options by increasing on a daily basis your list of people you want to talk to. And then it is important to profile the people you want to talk to. And that takes us to our next activity. After making your list, then you need to plan your pitch. Your pitch is that thing, that elevator speech, that statement that you make to somebody to pique the interest of that person. Now, you cannot talk to a doctor the way you would talk to a lawyer about this opportunity. And the way you talk to someone who hasn't been in the industry before is not the same way you talk to a professional network marketer. Because in this business, there are times people leave their opportunities. They might be at some point where they want something new, or they just, have some issues with the company they are with. So you need to craft your pitch carefully. We are very blessed because we have a company that is, online, that allows us to do our businesses even so well in this COVID era. Now, it is a privilege for us to be able to, present this opportunity to people. And we have to use that privilege very well. Carefully plan what you want to say to those you have connected with. Now, there's a little formula that we use in connecting with people. The first is for you to find them, like we have done. Then you add them and message them. Now that you want to message, what are you going to be talking about? Another principle or strategy will help you, which we call FORM. F-O-R-M. When you want to start your conversation, ask about their family. See, if you connect with people's emotions, you have won them 80%. Some people are, so concerned about how their families will survive right now. So find out how they are doing in the wake of this pandemic. Find out about their occupation. That's the O part of the form. How is work? A lot of people have been laid off. Use that as a line to create conversation. The R, relaxation. How do they relax? Do they even think of travels and all of that? Especially now. Use that to also get them to begin to talk to you. Then the M means money. Everybody is interested in having money to live a good life. Ride on that to be able to connect with them. So you form when you are connecting with people. Ask them about their families, ask them about their occupation, ask them about their relaxation. It's not just about work. Is there any provision they have to relax? Remember that we have international trips that are all expense paid in Emery. And so in various opportunities too. Money also, very important. So if you approach people with this, it will be easy for you to begin, to get them to interact with you, to be interested in you. Remember what I said. Every form of resistance will break down in the presence of rapport. Once you have a good relationship with somebody, that the person is just willing to hear you, willing to listen to you, because the person sees your concern for him. The person sees that you are interested in him, such that he wants to now work with you and begin to, progress, because he will see you like as somebody who has his interest at heart. Remember, anytime you're pitching people or you're trying to get them to see your opportunity, there are three objectives. One, for them to be a partner with you in your business, because this is a business that can liberate them. Two, for them to become customers and enjoy the benefits of our world-class products that are changing lives. Three, for them to refer you. If the person says, I don't want to be your partner, I don't like your products, then you ask, do you know somebody that could benefit from these products? Say Virgin, for example. Or do you know somebody who is at a financially tight spot right now that could make use of this opportunity? So do not let your engagement with somebody go wasted. Let that person connect you to another person if he or she is not interested in our products or our services. And once you have these people, you have piqued their interest, they are now willing to see the opportunity. Then you begin to do what? Plan to show them the opportunity through events. You have spoken to 10 people. How will you be able to show these 10 people the opportunity? Do you want to do a home meeting? Do you want to do a Zoom presentation like we have right now, since we can't go doing physical meetings? Or you want to do a one-on-one with them to show them exactly how these events, how this business works? So you plan the events and make sure you plan your events on a daily basis. I usually advise people to have their daily activity schedule, what you will do every day from morning to evening about your business. Now, depending on your schedule, depending on your circumstances, you might want to do this 1, 2, or 3 hours a day. It depends. Some people who are busy, who are employees, might just want to spend 30 minutes. So plan events. And we are very happy that here in Emery, we have events like back-to-back every time, from Mondays to Sundays. We have events, people, setting up events. So even if you are unable to set up events, get information about the events and connect these people to them. Let them see the opportunity, because it is by seeing this opportunity that they are able to take a stand and decide to join your business or not. So when you have planned your events, don't keep your events or the list of events you have in your book. Begin to push that information out to people. And that brings us to our next action to be taken. Promote. Keep showing the plan. Keep showing the plan. Promote this plan amongst your team members, promote to friends, promote on social media. Every opportunity you have, every channel, every platform you have, once you have created that ground, that soft landing for yourself, continue to promote, share, and remind people. If I had pitched somebody, for example, saying, hello, Mr. Brian, if I could show you, after our initial rapport and everything, if I could show you a business or an opportunity that is helping people make additional income in these trying times, would you want to have a look? And he said, yes. I said, okay, I'm going to send you information about our next event. So I send him, and when it's 7 p.m. when the event is starting, I will now start chatting him. Please, are you on the call? That's not how to do it. 30 minutes to the call. You send another reminder. It's happening in 30 minutes. Get ready. Then he can tell you, okay, I'm on my way, or I'm at the office. You know, you just have to ensure that you follow up with these prospects to make sure they attend the event. So it is important for us to continue to promote our events. And by the time we put all of this together with the mindset, the right mindset we have, which is that we are in a business, in this business long term, and we need to skill up. I tell people that anybody can be a success in network marketing, but the difference between those who fail and who succeed is the skills, the training, going professional. So if you want to succeed in network marketing, be determined that you are going to go professional.
Wow, tremendous, tremendous, tremendous training there. Oh my goodness. J Mama, this was incredible. One of the biggest takeaways that I got. I got two massive takeaways, and I took some notes here. You called your list your active candidate list. I have never heard it described in that way in my 9 years in this industry. I've never heard it described in that way, as an active candidate list, not a prospect list, but an active candidate list, because you're right, not everyone will qualify to be a part of this amazing experience that we call Emory. And so I want to thank you for that nugget. And you also use form. That's such a beautiful formula. I think for Nigeria and Ghana, I use the M before the F. I usually lead the way with the money. But thank you so much, J Mama. That was such an incredible training. Ladies and gentlemen, what was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest takeaway? Go into the chat box and say a thank you to our incredible speakers so far, J Mama, and of course, Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah. I hope you're having an amazing time here at our International Business Forum, and I pray that you're taking the notes that will allow you to build the future that you want towards your own one-star director rank in Emory. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn the page. Let's go back all the way to Ghana, to my great friend, Prince Eric Kujo. I'll never forget meeting this gentleman in Ghana as well. And I'll never forget, I was there when he got to the director rank. It was so amazing. This business is so tremendous and does things that, in my opinion, no other company does. That's why we will be the running giant in the industry. And I remember being there when Prince Eric Kujo hit the rank of directors. It was such a wonderful time where we were trying to put him in the pool. We were all trying to get him into the pool. And I remember he just chose, okay, here's my phone, here's my belongings, hold on to that for me. And he jumped into the pool, all in celebration. And I know all of our members here can vividly picture themselves being celebrated as directors and one-star directors. Prince Eric Kujo is a professional marketer and a business development coach. He came into this industry 16 years ago after resigning from his post as a manager for a microfinance company. Prince Eric Kujo is also a family man, loves his family, and loves to support the growth of many people by helping them to become leaders. So he helps to create leaders in Emory. So currently, he is a one-star director here, going all the way to the diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my friend, Prince Eric Kujo.
Wow, that was great. I surely appreciate that, Mr. Brown. I'm glad, and you are surely a very great leader. We appreciate you all the time, and surely we'll see you at the top very soon. I want to appreciate our speakers, Uncle Fred, the fireman plus, is a fireman plus more fire. And then our own J Mama of life, we surely appreciate you. I believe everybody is seeing me. I don't know, I can't see myself here on the, I don't know, I believe it will show up very soon. So we are surely great and appreciative of everyone on the call. Like Mr. Brown said, we have been in the industry for some time now, and this is what we love to do. I have, yeah, thank you, Mr. Fred. I have seriously been enjoying network marketing industry for the past 16 years, and I'm telling you that this has been a great opportunity for me to really be enjoying life the way I love to enjoy it. So just to share something short with you, the truth is that we all have to build our businesses, okay? We all have to build our businesses, and we got to go practical about it. How do we do it? How does it work? How can we make it happen, okay? And to do these things, we have to be ourselves in a way, but remember, we got to be the best self ever to really enjoy the benefits that we got to enjoy in the industry. Like my brother said, a few years ago, just 16 years ago, I was actually working on the microfinance as the manager for the microfinance, and I was invited by a friend to see a network marketing opportunity. And at the time, when I saw the opportunity, I was like, wow, there is something like this, and people are enjoying, because at the time, the salary I was making was very, very bigger. It couldn't take me from the beginning of the month to the end of the next month. But before middle of the month, everything is gone. And so when I saw the network marketing opportunity and the model, I was like, if it is so, is there's a system of leverage, because up to then I didn't know about what we call leverage. And I believe that a lot of people don't understand what leverage is all about, okay? So our work is for us to get them to understand what even this leverage is all about as network marketing professionals. We have to get people to understand that first, okay? Now, so I plug into that system, and then what I did was I said I wasn't going to write a single application letter to the company or for any job. I was just willing to put in the effort, to put in the work, the energy to make sure I break forth and also enjoy the financial freedom that others were enjoying then. So having done that, within the period about 2 years into the business, I rose to the top of that company as well and started enjoying a lot of things. I traveled to various countries and all that. Okay, so and that's how some of us started. And to be frank with you, at the time we were doing this thing, it was just what we call the analog. We were just using analog system. We didn't have all these social media and stuff that we have in today's world. I mean, things have changed, and we also need to change the dynamics. We need to change how we approach this business, and what worked for us today might not. I mean, what worked for us yesterday might not work for us today. So we need to keep improving and keep making things happen. Okay. So how do you do that? Okay, practically speaking, there are tools. Okay. Your success needs certain tools to succeed. If you don't have these tools, it's kind of difficult to really succeed in the industry. And I'm going to share with you some of these few tools that we have. They are both physical tools and emotional tools that we'll talk about. And I'm glad that J-Mama has spoken a lot about about my topic. She actually opened her eyes a lot. J-Mama is a wonderful speaker, and I appreciate her so much. And she is a working mother and a working business leader. Okay, so she opened our eyes to how we can even relate to people, how we should talk to people. In fact, we are here for practical, exposure. That's why we are here. We are not here to really talk about the books, not just talking about the things we have read and not things that we don't use. We are here to talk about what we have been using over the years. Okay. And what have been working for all of us. So we're going to go practical. Now, what are the physical tools that we all need to succeed? How does it happen? What are the things we need to make it work? So let's look at number one. we talk about the use of business card. I don't know if how many of us are here who can say that we have our business cards available. Do we have our business cards? I'm asking a question. Do we have that? Because it is one of the key things that we need. I will tell you why we need this business card. Because when you have this business card, of course, it's going to actually boost your image, okay? And then it tells the outside world that you are at a certain level. You actually know what you are doing. And of course, when you meet people, you can exchange cards with them, okay? Recently, once this pandemic in the system, we also have to go online. We have to use virtual business cards, which we all have to have at our site and direct people to see. Yes, Uncle Force said he has his business card with him, which we all, in fact, we all need a business card. If you have not done one, I'm saying that we are not here to talk about rhetoric. We are here to be practical. Okay, we want to be practical about whatever we are talking about. So if you don't have your business card, I'm encouraging you to do that. Okay, kindly do that. Because number one, when you meet people, there are some people that you meet, right? And these people are very much difficult to deal with. By the time you actually, if maybe you are speaking a bit and then you introduce yourselves, to each other, and the person might not be willing to even give you their names or maybe their card or their contact. If you do the kind gesture of releasing, giving the person your business card, okay, the person is forced to actually release their name and their number. Or even if they don't do that, what they will do is that, oh, thank you very much. I have your card, I have your name, and I will respond back to you. Now in the future, even if the person doesn't do that, one day, one time, the person will be going through his or her document. The photo might come across yours, and quickly the photo might be ready to contact you through your business card. So it gives us business, it makes us as professionals, and then that also makes a way for us to actually get business from other people. So business cards are usually something that we need on us at any point in our lives, any point that anywhere we are, to have these business cards. And Emery has a very nice design one here for us, where you just put in your name and your telephone number, your email, and the address. If you have a website, you put in the website, and then people can always contact you through the business card. Like as I mentioned, you can also go on, online to design a business card for yourself. All right, so that people can always contact you and connect with you. All right, so that's what we need to do as Emerians, and as much as we want to build our business, these are business card is one of the things that we need to have to make sure that our business is growing, to make sure that the people we meet have a good perception about us, so that we can grow the business effectively. Yes, sir. So the next thing we'll talk about is on this other side, where we talk about what's that business app. And I will ask again, how many of us have the privilege of using this business app? A free business app from WhatsApp. How many of us are using this business app? It's a simple tool for us to really make our business grow. Okay, the truth is that we might not be available all the time to respond to people. We will not be available. Sometimes we are in a meeting, sometimes we are busy, sometimes we are sleeping. Now we have a 24-hour business. Okay, we have a 24-hour business, and people, whilst you are sleeping, others are, aware, they are looking for business contacts to approach. So once you have this app, it's going to help you to actually respond to it, because the app will do that on your behalf. Okay, the app is in such a way that anytime somebody contacts you, Victor is saying he's using the business app, and I believe that is helping you. It's a very good app, and we all need to use it. If you don't have one, please, let's do well and then set it up. Yeah, so please, I believe that those of us asking the questions, the answers are also coming. The template is there, like at the IGU place, the email group university. You can get it up from there. So please, let's download this business app. It's a very simple way to really get to using the business app, the WhatsApp business app. If you can get it easily, download it and start using it. And I believe that it will also grow your business. It will also help your business to have another interface. Okay, so please, let's all do that. Yes, Mr. Brahma is saying that it is a good business tool, of course, and I believe that. I believe that with him about it. It is because it's helping those of us who have it is helping our business grow. Okay, you are not always there to actually answer people, so we need this tool to really make a frontal growth in our business. Okay, so the next level we'll talk about is going to be another level where we want to look at what these things can do and what they are not doing. Yes. So the third thing we want to look at is creating a conversation. Okay. Now, most of the times, okay, Blessing, thank you. Most of the times, we get into people, we get into groups, and then we just sit down without affecting the people. Okay, we get to a table, we have, sometimes you even get to parties, you get to places of, social gatherings, for example. You are sitting with people on a round table or on a whatever table. And if you're a business person, I believe that you should have a way to really break through to the people. Creating a conversation is what I'm talking about. How do you create conversation? All right. How do you create that? When you are sitting with people, you don't just sit and then expect that somebody should talk to you first. Please make that kind of gesture to appreciate somebody. In one way or the other, you can also, I can see that your hairstyle is very nice. I can see your top is very nice. You are creating a conversation with somebody at the table. And by the time you realize you have been exchanging cash, you'll be exchanging gifts, you might be exchanging contacts and all those things. And by doing that, because you know why you are doing that, you know why you are there. You are not just there to have fun. You are there to also create room for your business to grow. Okay, our business is about people. So wherever we are, wherever we find people, we must make sure that we implant something to them. We create that environment so that they can also have a conversation with us. You don't just wait for others to have a conversation, but you have to create it. It is your business. It is your business to make sure that you give a smiling face to people. Okay. Now, can you imagine that you meet somebody who has frowned his face, and then you also, because of maybe you're naive, I don't know, but because of your personality, all right, you also decided to frown your face. You don't want to give a laughing face. Do you think that that person will open up to you? That person will not open up because you have not opened up. All right, so even the Bible says that do unto others what you want others to do unto you. So if you don't laugh, if you don't open up to you, how do you expect them to open up to you? So please, when you are seated somewhere, you are in a gathering, okay, give a smiling face, compliment somebody, let them know how important they are, let them know how good you feel about them, and then by the mere fact that you have created that conversation, for sure, you are going to have a friend and a business partner along your conversation. All right. So from here, we move on to the next level where we're going to talk about how we join groups. Okay. Now, sorry. I want to say this here, that when we have the opportunity of joining groups, okay, when we have the opportunity of joining groups, we shouldn't desist from, we shouldn't turn it down. Because by the time you join certain groups, okay, by the time you join certain groups, you would have been letting them know. You would have been imparting to them your business opportunity. Of course, you want to also help them by what you have. Now, if you believe in what you are doing, if you believe in Emery, if you believe that you are actually imparting positively to the, to the society, what you will do is that whenever you get a chance to share the good news, whenever you have the chance to actually impact lives, more lives, you will do that. Okay, so let's join groups, either on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on other platforms, because you have the chance to actually let them know what you also have in offer. Now, there was a time I joined one group, some social media group. It's a Facebook group where we talk about it's a marriage setup and all those things. But you see, the issue is that as per my contributions on that page, in fact, the owner of the page is asking me to come and do a whole program for the group. So when we join groups, we should be of benefit to the group. We should share what we believe in. Let them know what is possible if your business and opportunity. And then number two, we talk about sharing your meetup. Okay, when we meet people, sometimes we are tempted to actually just give them a business presentation at a go. Many of us will do that mistake by meeting people and then giving them, oh, I have this business. I want to join me, and then it's a good business. Please, no. We don't do that. When you meet people, create that rapport, create that conversation with them, create that friendship. Okay, like our speaker Jeremiah said, what you do is that ask about their families. Okay, how are they doing? Build that rapport, that friendship first before you go ahead to even talk about business. So when you meet people, please do that. And as well, after you have created that rapport and everything is in order, try to set a meetup with them. Okay, look for a place. Like for example, sometimes when I want to meet up people, I meet them up in the hotels where I can have the lobby is there. You can go and get some water or some drink. Okay, get the drink from the get a drink from the lobby and sit down and talk, and then get deeper, and then at the end of the day you can share your business opportunity with the person. After you have done all this, of course, you are going to go to actually share your business opportunity with them. Now, that being said, these were just the physical tools that we're talking about. But what about emotional tools? This is where many of us fail. Okay, the emotional aspect of our business. All right, Uncle Fred talked about it, and then Jeremiah also spoke a bit about it. But I want us to understand some few things here before we go to the next level. We're going to talk about resilience. Okay, resilience is about facing challenges. Okay, when it's time, when you're in the business, and then you are able to overcome challenges. Yes, I understand, sir. Yeah, so when we are resilient, what it means is that when challenges comes our way, we are able to overcome them. When you do that, it's then that you can have your business growing. Okay, so we must be resilient in everything we do. Number one, people come to the business and they feel like I'm not getting things done. My body is not moving. I want to be practical over here a little bit before we move to the next level. My business is not picking up the way I want it to go. Okay, there might be challenges that you might face along the way. Of course, we all do that. When I joined a business in 2018, I was the number 8 person on the board. Number 8, I was the newest person on the board when the board. By the time I got in the board split, and I was the 8th person. And I brought in 3 people to join the board, and then I became a leader by the time that board broke. When the board broke, my people I brought on the board went to different board, and those people who fell on my board, they were not so much working. I mean, they were kind of sleeping a bit. So what I did was that I didn't say, okay, fine, people are not working my boss, so let me just forget about this thing. Let me just go and sleep. No, what I did was I actually created another account on my board and then got more people to join that account as well, under that account. And by the time my board was filled up, I had another elite associate from the board because I worked on that board. Okay, so you must, there are challenges that will come along your way, but you must be resilient about whatever we are doing. And being resilient means that you are also persistent in your business. So please, we must actually focus on this thing. We must know that challenges will surely come our way, but if we are serious about our business, we shall surely overcome the challenges. And it's a quality, it's an emotional tool that we all need to make sure we succeed in the business. Okay? Then we also must be a good listener. How do we become a good listener? Okay? Or how, I believe that, I mean, effective leaders are good listeners. If we want to be effective leaders, then we must what? We must be good listeners. We must listen to our prospects. We must not just be interested in what we are going to tell them. They might have issues. They might have challenges, but we must be listeners to understand what our people are, your prospect is saying, and not even just your prospect, but even your team members. Okay, you must be a good listener to listen to their side of the story. And then how do you become? You must ask yourself certain questions. Ask yourself that, how can I be a good listener? Okay. Number one, you must give give undivided attention to your people. Maintain a good eye contact when you are talking to people. A good eye contact, and take notes as to what you are actually hearing from the people. And take the phone off the hook, please. When you are talking to people, don't just when you are listening, don't just be looking at your phone or anything else. Please take a good look and take a good listen at the people that you are talking to. The last thing we'll talk about over here on the emotional tools will be empathy. Okay. Now, empathy is like putting yourself in the shoes of other people, understanding their challenges, understanding what their needs are. All right. So we must be empathetic when we are dealing with our prospects, and also when we are dealing with with our team members. So empathy is a quality that every good leader needs to really be a good leader, to really be somebody who can affect other lives. We must be empathetic. We must, especially in this time that there are challenges in the world, we must actually put ourselves in the shoes of other people so that we can affect them positively. So my take on this note for you is that, please, let's be the best people. Let's be the best of ourselves. Let's be ourselves, but let us be the best of ourselves as we embark on a journey of success in Emery. So God bless you, and God bless the mission. Thank you, my brother, Mr. Brown.
Wow, amazing. Become the best version of ourselves that we can be. Thank you so much, my great friend, Prince Eric Kujo. One of the biggest takeaways for me is the emotional tools. You've got to have the emotional tools in order to build this incredible business, in order for you to rise as a champion here at Emery. I hope that all of our participants are taking amazing, amazing notes. We have coming up our lioness of the savannah, Dr. John Makura, will not be with us today. And so I'm going to jump in really, really quickly and share a little bit from my own personal experiences here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, one of the things that we enjoy here at Emery is understanding that we have our core values. And if you were to look at our core values very, very carefully, you will see that our core values lead into significance. You know, I had a great, great mentor. He used to say, what will matter is not your success, but your significance. You see, many people will come into this industry. Many people will join Emery because of the opportunity to earn income. Why? Because as J Mama said, you know, here we build our active candidate list. And as Mr. Frederick Yao Mensah said, you have to now commit to your emotional needs. Our emotional needs are usually tied to finances. And so you have to have the emotion as to why you're doing it. So it leads all the way back to having your own personal significance. You see, we become significant in the lives of people that are even yet to come, even yet to come. And so here at Emory, we have a tremendous, tremendous responsibility to do things in accordance with our core values that will actually build up on our significance, because we will be the doorway to hundreds of thousands of others to come. We are just at the beginning. We haven't even started yet. And so as you now embark on creating the relationships with the people that are in your team, as you build your Emory network, things will come up. And there is, as Mr. Prince Eric Kujo was saying, you have to be resilient and you have to be empathetic. You have to listen, because at the heart of issues in your team is pain. Pain is usually the cause of issues, especially in this industry, in our own businesses. So what you have to do is explore the issues. And how do you explore the issues? By asking the questions, by being empathetic and connecting with that person's why. So very often when issues arise, it's because something is happening that's impeding someone's why. And so as leaders here, to become a 1-star director, 2-star director, 3-star director, diamond, you will find that there were issues that will arise. And so you must be bold enough to see your own dreams come true, but bold enough to explore the issues that are preventing others from pursuing and accomplishing their dreams as well. And so you have to assess your resources and access your resources. One of the great things about our company is we have incredible leadership. We have incredible, incredible servant leadership here at Emory. And so you have to now assess your resources. What's your biggest resource in Emory? It's your leadership. Your leadership, the people that are leading you. Here at Emory, we have strong and integrous leadership. I remember, and I'll share this story with you, in my very, very first company in this industry. I've only been a part of 3 companies, Emory being my 3rd company. In my very first company, I had an opportunity to work with amazing mentors. And my mentor said something to me. He said, you can always tell the type of team that you have when you look at other people in your team. And so what he was saying, he drew an analogy to what we call a wake. It's the waves that come at the back of a ship. Usually the captain of the ship can look at the wake, the waves that are generated at the back of the ship, in order to determine if something is out of alignment in the engines, or out of alignment with his calibration, or out of alignment along the course, along the journey. And so one of the biggest resource that you have is that 3rd eye of your leadership. And so number 1, ladies and gentlemen, you want to build a relationship with that leader, that person that is guiding you. It may be the person that sponsored you in Emory, or it may be a few levels higher. Maybe it's one of our 1-star directors, or maybe one of our 2-star directors, or maybe it's someone that is at a corporate level that would be able to help you to navigate those challenges. So assess your number 1 resource, which is your leadership, and build a relationship with your leadership. The other resource that you have is each other. You have each other. As you build a team, you will find that there are people that will be like-minded, just like you, that will be able to be able to help you to navigate some of those challenges. So carefully assess your resources as you continue to build our incredible opportunity here at Emory. And always identify opportunities to serve. How do you know someone that will be a leader one day? They are a big server. Servers become leaders. I'll never forget, again, my very, very first company, that the person that was mentoring me at the time said, Brian, the person that solves the most problems would make the most money. The person that serves the most, the person that serves others the most, the ones that will make the decision to show the plan, to do our business opportunity presentations, the ones that will choose to help others, the ones that will choose to pay for the Zoom fees, as well as to pay for the event halls, the one that will bring the laptop, the ones that will make sure the slides are done properly, the ones that will lead the way in serving others, going all the way back to our core values, where sharing is more rewarding. So here you'll be able to identify opportunities to serve. And as you identify those opportunities to serve, again, you are now initiating many, many biblical principles. Many positive things would flow as a result of taking that opportunity to serve. And so along with your team, ladies and gentlemen, you want to brainstorm possibilities. Brainstorm possibilities. Because what will happen is, as I said, iron sharpens iron. You will find like-minded individuals, people that are with you in the journey. And as you now build this incredible business, as you build Emery, as you participate in the journey, you will find people that will be like-minded, that will be able to give you ideas. Up to early this morning, I was brainstorming with one of my personally sponsored members. And she was giving me some ideas on some of the things that we could do to further advance the entire team. And so you now brainstorm all of these possibilities that allow you to now rise and become the champion that you are destined to be here at our amazing company, Emery. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one quick little story, one quick little takeaway before I make the way for our amazing and incredible and beautiful Mrs. Patience Mad Lion, our lioness of the savannah. I remember when I was first involved in this industry, even before I was involved in the industry, tying everything that has been said so far into our training. I remember that the first time that I realized that there was more was when my second mentor, my first mentor was my mom, my second mentor being the person that owned the company that I had worked with for 17 years. I'll never forget the day that he activated my why. You see, I went to his boat. He owned a boat. And the name on his boat was Alrighty Then. And I realized that no matter how much I would work for him, I would never be able to afford that boat. I would never be able to be the person that can say, this is my boat. Why? Because of limitations. Many of us here on this call, we have self-imposed limitations. And so this training, our International Business Forum, if you were to listen carefully, it allows us to eliminate and eradicate those limitations. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to now introduce our beautiful Mrs. Patience Mad Lion, the lioness of the savannah. And I can tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, she's one determined lioness. She is as much a lioness as she is beautiful. I remember meeting her for the very first time when I was there in Nigeria, when I went across to Abuja, and she was there. She was there in order to just meet me and to be able to now break bread and spend some time together. She's a wonderful mother to 3 beautiful children. She is a proud farmer. She is an ex-banker. So if you notice, there are a lot of bankers here in Emery. She is a network marketing executive and a renowned business lady. And so for her, given the type of person that she is, she has the drive to meet people and provide solutions. So she doesn't just sell the products, she sells solutions. And so, ladies and gentlemen, she gets stronger every single day. And she says that she uses her pain and her experiences to teach and counsel others as well. And she always says, it's not over until she wins. It's not over until she accepts that it's over. She also says, Emery must pay my bills. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Patience Mad Lion to our International Business Forum. Mrs. Patience Mad Lion, over to you.
I feel like screaming. I just feel like screaming. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. My head is like this swimming or I just like bees are swimming around my head. It's just so crazy. I am so packed full that even if I don't say anything, I'm so sure that everybody on the call has gotten so much already. I mean, from fireman, oh my God, from fireman in Ghana to my own amazing super upline, J Mama of Life, to my prince, I call him my prince, and then to you again, the sweet chocolate brand. I'm so honored and privileged to be here. Each time I am called to speak or to talk or to like motivate people in Emery, I see it as a pleasure because this is what makes me happy. It makes me happy because I'm a different person today because of Emery. Okay, so I'm sure so many people are seeing me seeing my new hairstyle for the first time because this is like the first live I am coming. Okay, so you can see fire on my head, right? I tried so much to put fire, but the color didn't come out, but you can see fire coming out of my head. Yeah. So this 2021, at the end of 2020, I knew that I needed a strong vision for 2021. And so I was shouting from 2020 that 2021 is going to be awesome. 2021 is going to be crazy. 2021 is going to be like off the chart. So I kept singing that to my team members, kept singing that to everybody that would listen to me, because I felt that if we are able to put our vision, if we could see it, then we can get it. Whatever you can like, envision in your heart, in your eyes, in your mind eyes, you can definitely work towards getting it. And that is what Vision 2021 is for me. So for Vision 2021, I said to myself, I'm going to like categorize it into two. What is my own personal vision and what is the vision of the team, right? Because the whole idea is to like, the background is to make money, right? All right. So the first thing for me, I asked myself, in 2021, do I want to be led or do I want to be leading people? So it's one thing for you to ascertain for yourself, what do you want? Do you want to be led? Do you want to be at the background, pushing people or learning from people? Or do you want to be the one now motivating and getting people to buy into your vision? So these are the things that you have to note down by yourself, that what do you want? Personal goals for yourself. What do you want for 2021? Do you want Emery to pay your bills, or you want to help Emery pay other people's bills? You know, so those are the things that you have to like have as a personal goal. That is what you should have. Then secondly, as a team, what do we want? Do I want to produce more one-star directors? Do I want to produce more associate? Do I want to produce more executive? Do I want to develop my team? What is the vision of your team? That is what you should also know. What is the vision of your team for 2021? In 2020, yes, we produced about 2 directors in my team, which is good, but it's not excellent. And I said to myself, if I'm able to produce about 6 or 7 directors, that means I'm very, very close to becoming a 2-star or a 3-star or a Sapphire ambassador. So the thing is, as a team, what is your vision? Do you just want to make small money as a team and just to pay your small bills? Or do you want to move forward in the ranks in Emery? Because we have several ranks in Emery. And then each of these ranks come with so much money. Do you want to stay on the executive level and earn 2.5 million naira? Or do you want to be on the Diamond Ambassador level and earn 6% of everything your team does? Do you know what 6% means? So these are the visions that you want to know, that you want to, as a team, build. Because the truth is, as you move forward, it's good for you to move forward, but you can't move alone. I mean, you can't sustain it if you're not moving with your team. So these are the things, the visions that you have to, inculcate into your plans for 2021. So I am going to rush everything because we don't have so much time. So you see, again, you ask yourself where to focus. Where to focus? Where is your focus? Where do you focus? Now you have ascertained what you want for your team. You want your team to grow. So, okay, if your team must grow, where do you focus? Do you focus on team building? Do you focus on team development? Do you focus on trainings? Do you focus on motivations alone on your WhatsApp group? Do you focus on physical meetings, even though COVID is making it very impossible? Do you focus on Zoom calls, on daily Zoom calls? What is your focus? What are you about? What do you want to achieve? Okay, so as a team, as my own personal focus, like I said, in everything I'm saying today, always divide it into two: your personal and then the team personal. Okay, the team focus. Sorry about that. So what do you want? What do you want to focus on as a person? So for me, for 2021, I know that I have to grow. Even though I know that my bills must be paid, but I have to grow technically, grow mentally, grow psychologically. You have to just grow. What is your focus? So how do I achieve that focus? As a team, how do you also achieve that focus? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on every day you are trying to make to settle disputes in your team? Are you focusing on what this person said, this person didn't say? Or are you focusing on going out there and then, teaching them how to go out there to get more fish, to get more people on board your business? So what is your focus? What are you focusing on? Because what you are focusing on will help you to know where your next position will be. Okay, so that is about focus. What are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? You have to keep asking yourself, is my focus right? Because you cannot be going to Lagos and you face Maiduguri and you are going towards the other side. Well, it's not possible. You have to have a focus and move towards that focus so you can achieve the goal that which you have set ahead of you. Okay, so that's being said. So we'll now ask yourself again, what is your ultimate life purpose? What is your ultimate life purpose? Somebody will say to me, oh, my ultimate life purpose is for me to just have so much money, have so much fun, and then just, have a big house, have a car and all that. Yeah, it's possible. You can feel that way. You can actually, yes, because your why is supposed to actually change per time. Your why is not a constant why. Your why should change as you grow. Because yes, as of last 2 years, all my why was, oh, if I can just pay my children's school fees, or if I can just have just enough money to take care of them. If I can just, my why was, there was not even car in my why. My why was just, how do I pay this school fees? How do I just make sure that they're eating well? How do I make sure that nobody is looking at me with pity, with an eye of, oh, how do I do that? That was my why. And then I've achieved that with a Mary, God helping me, I have achieved that. So my why for 2021 it's no longer how do I pay school fees, because I know that has been taken care of. So my why, my ultimate purpose now, my why is now, how do I achieve my ultimate purpose in life? My ultimate purpose in life, I realized that because I have gone through so much pain in life, I can use my pain to suit people. I can use my pain to I can share my pains with people and let them realize that, okay, it's not about you. Life doesn't end because you are in a kind of distress right now. Life still moves on. So my ultimate purpose is no longer how do I pay school fees and the rest. My ultimate purpose now is that how do I get enough money to make sure that my dream, that my life purpose is being achieved, which is, like I said, reaching out to people, helping, empowering people psychologically, mentally, financially. So now my whole dream about Imeri, about to get into my purpose, my life purpose, is to use Imeri as a vehicle to get me to that place where I know I am now financially independent, where I can easily say, oh, somebody comes to me and say, oh, I have been abused in my marriage, my child is being molested, and I need to leave the house. And I'm like, okay, fine. Where do you want to stay? And I'm able to provide something. That is my life purpose. So your own life purpose might be different from mine. So your own life purpose might be, okay, let me have a massive house. Don't get me wrong. My vision for 2021 is that I have to have a house because the truth is that, yeah, it's good for you to be in a rented house, but honestly, so by the time you pay the first rent, pay the second rent, and you're not thinking of having your own house, you are not, your head is not very, very correct. Sorry about that. Okay, so my purpose, my life purpose, I have that long-term goal of this meeting people, helping people and helping them to reach where I have gotten to. Then I also have other small wise, which is the house, and then making sure that I have a nice vacation and all that. Okay, so that being said, so you said if you now notice what your life purpose is, then it now makes it easy for you to tailor your vision into a vehicle. Okay, so what is your vision for 2021? Like I mentioned earlier, my vision one is to make sure that Imeri not only pays my bills, but pays the bills of everybody that I know. So how do I go about that? What I need to do, because now I have found the vehicle, which is Imeri. I have seen that the compensation plan is awesome. I have seen that the company is sustainable. I've seen that the company their vision is out of this world, because they keep improving on daily basis, on yearly basis. They have a wonderful vision. Every time they're chunking out vision that will like make life better for everybody, for the distributor. So I know that is my vehicle is secured. I have a vehicle, it is secured. So now my vision now is, how do I use this vehicle to channel, to get that resources that I need for my life purpose? So I'm asking myself at this moment, what did I do in 2019 that gave me results? So if I remember what I did in 2019 that gave me results, then I should double it or triple it. And what did I do at that 2019? I was shouting everywhere that Imeri is paying my bills. Imeri must pay my bills. Imeri is real. Imeri is genuine. The product is awesome. So now what I need to do in this 2021 is to like triple my promotion, triple my marketing, triple everything I have done before. I triple all that, and then make sure that my team also aligns in my vision to make it come to pass. So I have a vision board. Yeah, I have my own vision board. I have everything that I'm supposed to like, you know, put in place. And so these things are what is driving me to get to where I am supposed to get to. So I'll ask you now, what is your vision for 2021? I would like you to write it down in the comment section. What is your vision? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want for yourself, and what do you want for your team? Do you want just a team that is sleeping? Do you want a team that is vibrant? What do you want? And how do you go about it? So that is what I am asking you at this moment. So you begin to ask again, where are you heading towards? Where is it that you're heading? Where are we heading? Where are you heading towards? Because if you know where you're heading towards, then you know where you're going. Like I said, I made a kind of an illustration that you can't be going to Lagos and face Maiduguri and start driving towards Maiduguri with all the speed in this world. You won't get to Lagos, because that is not your destination. That is not what that is. You are moving fast, but you are not moving to the right direction. So where are you heading towards? Are you heading towards a 1-star director? Are you heading towards 2-star Sapphire? Where are you heading towards? So those are the questions you ask yourself. Basically in 2021, where are you heading towards? Then again, we said, what motivates you? What motivates you? What inspires you? So I have told you my own, what inspires me. For me, what inspires me is that I'm not being looked at with self-pity. What motivates me rather is that nobody is looking at me and saying, oh, let me help this woman, because I am now financially stable. All right. So what motivates me is my children, my stories, my life motivates me. It makes me, I do not want to be looked at with, like I kept saying it, people don't understand it. But do you know what it means that somebody doesn't pick your call because it's feeling that you want to beg him for money? It's crazy. Maybe you want to tell him something because you're already looking very dejected. He is no longer picking your call because he feels you are going to beg him for money. So what motivates me is that no self-pity around me. I must stand up to what I'm supposed to do. I must make Imeri pay my bills. So those are the things that motivates me and inspires me. So you have to find out yourself what inspires you and what motivates you. Then again, the last for me is that, how do you move forward? I've said it before. You know where you're going to. Nobody stops you. You are the architect of your own life. It's whatever you decide to do with yourself that matters. I can decide to wake up this morning and say, I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to I'm not even interested in anything in Mary. And nobody will hold me responsible. It's only my bills that will wake me up in the middle of the night. But I am very, very sure that if you have all these things aligned and listed out, you are definitely going to work towards it to take you to where you are supposed to get to. So moving forward, make a list of everything that you're supposed to do. Make a list of your vision, and then your purpose in life, what you stand to gain. I mean, what do you want in merit of food? What bills do you want in merit of food? Make a list of all that, and then by the grace of God, with you moving forward, nothing is going to stop you. I wish you the best. I love you all. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Wow, God bless you to our lioness of the savannah. An amazing, amazing training there. My goodness, you know, in your story, I just find so many people inspired. And should they really, really key in on the things that you have shared, the stories will completely continue to unfold. Thank you so much, our lioness of the savannah. Such an amazing training. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege to now share the vision to have an amazing person join us today for our International Business Forum. She's currently on vacation, but she has joined us here for our International Business Forum. She is none other than our incredible Miss Queen Komoda. And Miss Queen Komoda,
thank you. Hi.
President of Emory International, we welcome you. You look so beautiful. You look so rested. The vacation has done so well for you. Thank you. Please take it away and share with us vision.
I will definitely not miss the event today. Thank you so much, Brian. And good day to all Emerinians worldwide. But my question is, are you sure this is a league of 1 stars? Because what I am hearing, this is a league of diamonds. Well done to all our success engineers. All of you are just striking. I really felt the power, the impulse all the way here in the Philippines. Actually, Brian, I don't think I need a vacation anymore, because everything that I heard is just so energizing. I truly love how they share their blueprint to success. As you know that the most powerful tool, the most powerful leadership tool is sharing your own personal examples, your own experiences. Definitely attend all corporate events. Our Emory Growth University events are designed to strengthen your business, your personal, internal, and external development. If you do not have a business card yet, then make your character your business card. Your big smile as your own logo, and how you leave others feeling after a conversation with you, your trademark. Emergence, success comes to those who strive to it. Being here, attending this event today counts to that. So thank you for attending, for showing up. We are still in the beginning of the year, and we should face it with courage, not fearing, as everything that we want is on the other side of fear. So don't let fear decide your fate. Again, don't let fear decide our fate. In order for us to achieve what we want, our desires must be greater than our fear of failure. Everything that happens to us, our talents, the circumstances that we face, our strength, weaknesses, even our imperfections, this is all part of our journey. This is what molds us, so we must embrace it. And let's just make a commitment to be better than who we are yesterday. We are just competing with ourselves. I'm not going to, I know you have a lot of knowledge that you have gotten today, so I'm not going to speak so long, but I just want to remind you and leave you with a dare. I dare you to dedicate the next 6 months. After this, dedicate the next 6 months exclusively to your goals this year. Those visions that Lioness mentioned, all those that you have in your mind, in your heart, dedicate the next 6 months to it. Make that vision into reality, because you can. You can even achieve it earlier than expected. But let me tell you this, you have two options. Either you make progress after this event, or you make excuses. It's up to you. I just want to remind you that you can, that you should. And if you start and not give up, definitely you will. You will truly get what you want. We can be unstoppable. So be unstoppable, be unbreakable. Emery is here. Our success engineers mentioned that make this company your vehicle, and we are committed. And we thank you, we appreciate you for putting your trust in making us a partner to your health and your wealth needs.